Hello YouTube and welcome. Last time, the tutorial, we learned how to make a block, and we added the recipe to the block, and the tutorial before that we did items. In this tutorial we are going to learn how to make a tool set. Making a tool set actually is not very different from making the item. You just need to add in, I believe it's like 2 more things to, make it a tool. It's not very difficult. So let's go ahead and get started. So first we're going to start off like how we always start off. Declare our block. So public static item blue pickaxe. Now in the tool set includes pickaxe, sword, hoe, axe, and shovel or spade, depending on how you pronounce it and where you're from. So after that we do public static item blue. We will do sword next. Then public static item blue axe. And public static item blue hoe. Then public static item blue shovel. Then is that all? 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's all. 4, 5. Okay. So next, right under your whatever, right just above your public tutorial class, it just can't be in there. So basically under your where you declared your block, so under this you are going to do enum tool material. I'm sorry, it's public static enum tool material, then tool blue, or if you're doing, say, iron, it'll be tool iron, or whatever you want it to be, basically. Then you'll do equals enum helper dot add tool material. So the name, so you do quotations, and I just typically do mine all in caps. This doesn't really matter much. So I'll just do blue all in caps. And then the harvest level, this is basically used, oh yeah, missing quote right here, I'm sorry. Harvest level is mainly used to, like a harvest level for diamond, it's 3, and that means I could mine obsidian and all that. So if I believe this is a integer, not a float, so it'll be a number, not a decimal. So 3 is like a diamond level. I believe 2 is iron, and 1 is probably stone or something. I don't quite know. I don't quite know once it gets lower. But I do know 3 is diamond, so we'll do 3. The next is the max uses. It's pretty self-explanatory how many times you could use this before it completely runs out. So I'll set mine to 600. Then the efficiency, I will set that to 7.0f because that is a float. And I believe all the efficiency does is just has to do with like how long it takes in breaking the block. For say for a pick, how long it takes in breaking obsidian, or how long it takes in breaking dirt if it's a spade, so on and so forth. So the damage, that's mainly just used in sword. I'll set this to 2.5f. A diamond, I believe that is 3.0f. And like now because of the 1.6 update, it will say like +7 attack or whatever, or +7 combat damage when you hover your mouse over it. I believe this makes it 6.5 plus attack damage when it's over whatever you have it. So enchantability, I just set that to 30. So if I could, yeah, it's not gonna work. So set this to 30. Boop, and then a semicolon at the end. And you have now set the I can't pronounce that word. Statistics of the block, basically. So now all we need to do is set all this stuff for it. So blue pickaxe equals new item blue pickaxe parentheses. So now I'm gonna declare the item ID. Each item ID is unique, so you can't have the same item ID as another one. So this will be 1001. So after that, we have the dot. Oh, and I'm sorry. After 1001, you do comma space, then whatever you named it right here. So for me, that was tool blue. Tool blue. There you go. Then dot set unlocalized name. I typically just keep that as whatever you have right up here. It's so much easier if you do that, so I highly recommend doing that. Blue pickaxe. And that'd be in quotations because that is a string. Alright, then after that we do dot set creative tab parentheses creative tabs dot tab. For me, that'd be tab tools, and then semicolon at the end of that. So you're gonna do that for each one, except for this. If you're gonna do blue axe, you'll have blue axe, and then new item blue axe. And then, but this, it'll be a different, so for the blue axe, it'll be 1002, for instance. And you'll always have this tool blue right there. So, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this part, just because it will take me a while, and I'm kind of a slow typer. So, alright guys, I finished up. So, I've blue sword, new item blue sword. Each ID is different, but each one has tool blue, then dot set localized name for each, and creative tabs are all our tab tools. Alright, so after you have done all that, be sure you have a semicolon at the end of each of those. And you're going to have all these errors here. That's okay, because we just have not created that class yet, which we are soon. But first, we're going to do language registry, just to register the name. So language registry dot add name parentheses. So whatever you had right here for each respective one. So blue, not glue, blue pickaxe. Then the name, this is the in-game name, and you do need quotations. So for me, that'd be blue space pickaxe, and you may need to add another quotation mark in case your computer did not put it in like mine. So after you've done that, language registry, you do it to each one. Dot add name. And I'll go ahead and fast forward again. Shovel. And then semicolon. So make sure you have a semicolon at the end of those and that your quotation marks in the right spots and everything. So after we have done that, we have to make the recipes. So hopefully you guys will understand how recipes work at the end of this. So game registry dot add recipe, then you want the item stack one, so new item stack, and in parentheses you want whatever you're making, so and the name would be whatever you had up there. So for me that would be blue pickaxe, and that's spelled bleh, not blue, B-L-U-E. And then in where it says params, you would have new object, then square brackets, and then a squiggly bracket, then enter. So game add a recipe, parentheses new item stack, parentheses blue pickaxe, parentheses comma, new object, square bracket, squiggly bracket, and another square bracket, then a parentheses, and then finally the semicolon. So if you were kind of typing along as I talked, you just may want to take a quick look at this because it may have been a little confusing. So now, basically the way setting crafting recipes work, I guess it's kind of, you could kind of compare it to algebra. You know, the x is equal to something. It's just undefined until that is you figure it out and define it. So it's kind of basically how it is. Each variable, in this case x, is equal to one block. So you could have 5 x's, but all those x's will equal the same block. So if you have if you basically have the 4 x's in the corner, and you set x equal to dirt, then to make whatever, it'd be 4 dirt blocks in each corner, or a dirt block in each corner. Hope that makes sense. You will kind of understand as it goes on. So now, let's get started. So to make the pickaxe, it's x, x, x. So this is the very first row, 3 x's at the very top, and we will define what x is later. And then now we need to set, well, it's going to be the stick. So space, because there's nothing in the middle left, asterisk, because that's the very middle, then space, because there's nothing in the middle right, comma, and then quotations again, and same thing, space, asterisk, space, comma. And now we're going to define what x is. So in apostrophes, you just put x, then comma, then after that you do whatever. So for me, that'd just be blue gem. And then comma, then apostrophe, apostrophe, asterisk, and then you do comma space, and then you would have, if you're gonna do stick like item, you do item dot stick. So if you guys understand, we're just saying all the asterisks are equal to a stick, then all the x's are equal to the blue gem. And so now we do each for each. So game registry dot add recipe, new item stack, and parentheses blue sword, and then for params again, new object, and then square brackets, and that, and then that. Okay, now we need to do quotations. So this is the sword, so it'd be space x space comma quotation marks, space x space comma quotation marks, space asterisk space comma apostrophes x comma, and then we do blue gem, then comma apostrophes asterisks, then we do comma space item dot stick. Sweet. So that's what you do with the sword. Then next we have these axe. Axe is a little bit harder. Add recipe, new item stack parentheses blue x comma space new objects square brackets squiggly bracket semicolon at the end of that, then quotation marks, then for the x it's xx space comma quotation marks x asterisk space comma quotation marks, then space asterisk space comma apostrophe x comma equal, and the x. Sorry, my recording stopped. You only missed about a second. So after the asterisk, you do apostrophe x apostrophe comma blue gem, and then apostrophe asterisk and then comma, and after that we do item dot stick. I hope you guys are starting to catch on how this crafting thing works, because once you figure it out, it's not very difficult. Game registry dot add recipe parentheses new item stack and parentheses, then the blue hoe is what we're doing next, and comma space new object square brackets squiggly bracket, and then we want a semicolon at the end of that, and quotation marks we do to make a host just xx then comma space space asterisk space, oh, and there's a space after that 1x, then comma space space asterisk space comma apostrophes x comma blue gem, and then after that we have comma space apostrophes asterisks comma space new object square brackets then squiggly bracket, and then we go down and oopsie, I did not mean to do that. I was doing the first line of code again. My bad. Don't do that, guys. So then after the asterisk, we do, it'd be item dot stick. Sorry about that. Kind of went blank there for a bit, and there is no semicolon after stick because we already put the semicolon right there. So now finally for the last one, which is shovel. So game registry dot, actually try and figure this one out on your own, and if you can't, go ahead and look, because I'll still be typing it, I just won't be saying it. So if you need to look, go ahead, but try and figure it out, then go ahead and look at mine once you've figured it out. So blue, oh. Okay guys, if you still want to try and figure it out, you would want to pause the video right here. And for those of you who got it right, we're going to go ahead and move on, and if you did not get it right, then just go ahead and look at this and try and figure out what you did wrong. So next what we're going to do is make all these classes. We're almost done. And so what we need to do is go all the way down here to our tutorial and make a new package and name it whatever dot tools. So dot mod dot tools. Toola. And finish. Alright, and now we're going to make a new class and name it item pickaxe. No, item blue pickaxe. I'm sorry, not item pickaxe. Then finish. And then if you're doing pickaxe extends item pickaxe. Alright, then you need to import. Now if it cannot be resolved as a type, just try retyping it. And I spelled pickaxe wrong. IC, not CI. Then import item pickaxe. Then add constructor. Delete the to-do, it annoys me. And then now we just need to add in the texture file. So I never remember this, so I just copy and paste it. So public void register icons parentheses, and the I is capitalized in icons, and icon register, both the I and the R are capitalized, and icon register only the R is, the I is not. Then squiggly bracket, and that's the end of the parentheses, and this dot item icon equals new icon register with the R capitalized dot register icon. And then whatever you name that one, whatever you named here. So whatever you named this right here, except it doesn't matter what you capitalize. So for me that was tutorial, and then your item, then whatever you're going to name your whatever you're going to name the texture file. So me, I'll just name it blue pickaxe, and you do that for everyone, except you have to do something on the shovel. On the shovel, what you have to do is it'll be extends item spade, because not put spade, because I think that's what most of the world calls it. Here in America, we call it shovel, not spade, but it's probably just like how we call soccer football and something like that. So on and so forth. So now I'll just go ahead and fast forward through this part. So you're basically going to do the same exact thing, except for, say, item sword, you do extends item sword. So not item sword, item blue sword. Finish. And then you do extends item blue sword. Oh, nope, extends item sword. So I'll go and fast forward. Alrighty guys, I put item spade because that's what you're supposed to do, because that's what it's called, not item shovel. So once you have done that, all you need to do is make the textures. Like I said, I typically get mine from, I go all the way back here, boom, MCP, and then temp, source, Minecraft. No, it's not source, so it's temp. Yeah, temp, source, Minecraft. Oh, I did do that. Oops. Assets, Minecraft, textures, and go to items. I'll just be quickly doing mine off the diamond. So we need to find, here we go, diamond axe, diamond hoe, diamond pickaxe, shovel, sword. It's 5, so just copy those. Assets, then I go all the way back here, and then you go to source, Minecraft, and then if you haven't done this already, make the new folder, call it assets, make a new folder, call it whatever you have right here, except it's all lowercase. That's very important. It's all lowercase. So tutorial, then you just put as textures, then blocks and items. These are all items, so paste that. Now wait while it's pasting. Alright guys, so now you just need to edit it with something that allows transparent textures, because the background is transparent, because you have to delete the whole background. So paint.net, there we go. So I'm just going to be doing this very quickly. Again, I have said this multiple times before, you want your textures to be good, because the textures are one of the most important parts of the whole mod itself. Because without good textures, you know, people probably won't enjoy the mod as much. But hey, they still may. So now I'm gonna name the axe whatever I had it right here. So that was just blue axe. So rename blue axe. Here's rename blue axe. Alright. And now we need to do, ooh, lag. Alright. Now we need the same with the diamond hoe. Edit. Just throw that right there. Zoop. Oh. Just undo that. So I'm obviously not making my textures very good. This is just tutorial sake. I'm not actually releasing this out to the public. So now we rename that blue, because I know when I name this blue hoe. And flag. Now we need to do the diamond pickaxe. And now boop. And shoot. Nope. Alright. File. Save. Okay. Then rename blue pickaxe. Then edit the shovel. Strange. He named it shovel in the texture files, but he did not name it shovel in the code. Huh. That's interesting. Alright. So boop, boop, boop. I believe not just from Sweden, so I don't know if they call it spade or shovel in Sweden. But, yeah. So, rename blue shovel. And finally, the sword. So wait for that. There we go. And then, so, edit. So, again, I'm just going to do this very quickly. Boom, 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 boom. And this. Alright. File, save. Okay, then rename this blue sword. Alright. For that, there we go. So now you, right here, solve these errors, do Control-Shift-O and everything imports. Because all you need to do is just import everything, so that's fixed. Do Control-S to save, or you just need to do File, Save All, if you need to do that. Then press the Run. So now we wait. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Alright, while this is loading, this should work. The next tutorial is probably going to be an ore. So, we now have the tools that we can make out of blue gems. And we now have the blue gem block. If you get enough blue gems to do that. And one sec, guys. Sorry, guys, the thing wasn't loading, so I had to reload it, and that would have just been a waste of time for you guys to watch. So I'll come back when the world's loaded. Okay, guys, the world's loaded. So if we go to our inventory, E is for inventory. We go to not materials, tools. Oh, and I'm sorry. This the sword. It would actually be. I accidentally put it as tab tool tools. It'd be tab tool combat. So sorry about that, guys. Control S. All right. You'd have to restart your Minecraft for it to actually reload. So see, 6.5. So we set that as 2.5. If we would have set that to 3, it would have been equal to the diamond sword, which is right here, which is 7. So now if we set ourselves to creative, to survival, game mode 0, and we hit this, that works. And we could hoe the ground, hopefully. Yep. And let's see, can we dig? Yep. And can we mine? Which I'm sure we can. So let's get down here. And alright, faust. Alright. So that works. And now I just need to do / game mode 1 to test out our recipes. So crafting table, and now sticks, and now blue gem. Alright, cool. So if I just place that right there, so now boom, boom. So we'll make the hoe. Alright, and then we'll make the axe. That's working. And we'll make the pick, and the spade, or shovel, whatever. And then the sword. Alright, they all work, guys. Okay, well, hope you found this tutorial helpful. If so, help me out here and like, comment, subscribe. We also do Minecraft videos if you want to check those out. Those are quite funny, I believe. And I do Slender videos, so if you are into Slender, check those out. I do tutorials on Gary's mod, and that's Bob. And the next tutorial is going to be how to make an ore. And you have to just add, it's the same as a block, except you have to add more things on the world generation, so that should be fun. Well, that's all for now, guys. Hope you found this tutorial helpful. Bye.